Because I was a man, I was wearing a tie, I was once in a grocery store and the security guard came up to me and said, "Please follow me." You will probably agree that the reason most men nowadays are so feminine and unconfident is because of the lack of father figures.
It is the only way.
Well, these are the 10 masculine skills that your father should have taught you and that one day I will be teaching my son. Number 1 is conquering your mind. Before you do anything else, it's important to treat your mind like a temple, because that's where all of your insecurities come from. Your lack of confidence, your self-doubt, your anxiety, they all come from up here. And if you know how to fix yourself through meditation, through journaling, that's how you can become a better man, a more confident man. And how do you do that? Well, my favorite method is through stoicism.
Luckily, he'll handle it in a stoic, grown-up fashion.
And what stoicism basically teaches us is that there's 2 things in this life, 2 types of thought you could have. The first is something that you cannot control. For example, let's say that you're driving and someone cuts in front of you. Well, someone who's not a stoic might get upset. Someone who knows the lessons of stoicism will know that there's nothing they can do to change this. So if there's nothing you can do to change it, why even bother? Number 2 is training your body. And this basically means working out. It means building an aesthetic, masculine, powerful physique. And this is also helped by dieting. You need to be careful with what you put inside of your body. A real man should be capable of violence. Of course, he should always choose the peaceful route, but he should have that capability. Number 3 is cooking. Look, you do not have to be a master chef. You do not have to go in the kitchen and yell, "Where's the lamb sauce?" every time you cook something. No. But what you should do is have somewhere around 3 to 5 dishes that you can prepare very well. It's stuff that you have cooked maybe 5, 10 times in the past, and you can cook them without a recipe.
A woman loves a man who can cook, yeah?
Look, if you're on a date with a girl at your place or at her place, and you say, "Let me cook something for you," she's going to be extremely impressed by it. And it is also something that will save you a bunch of money. I mean, just think about how much money you're spending when ordering out. If you're cooking stuff for yourself, you will literally save up about 5 times more money. Number 4 is having a creative outlet. This is something that you should have in order to express your creativity. All of us are creative beings. And if you have a hobby, such as playing the piano, playing the guitar, writing, this is something that will make you a lot more attractive because it's something that you'll be passionate about. I personally play the piano, play the guitar, and write. Those are all things that I'm very passionate about. And especially for the musical instruments. If you play a musical instrument, that's a surefire way to guarantee you a second date, provided that you're not a creep. If you go on a date with a girl or even talk to her on Tinder, whatever, and tell her that you know how to play the guitar, it's never happened to me for her not to say, "You should play something for me next time we see each other." Critical thinking is also very important. You need to know how to form your own thoughts. It's not enough to watch CNN or whatever other media outlet and let them form your thoughts for yourself.
Well, Javier, think for yourself.
That's how you get those people who get asked on the street about a certain political figure and they tell them, "Oh, I hate him because he's a sexist, he's a racist, he's I don't know what." And when you ask them what proofs they have for that, they never know how to answer. I'm not trying to be political, but what I am trying to tell you is to form your own opinions, form your own judgment based on multiple sources on the same topic. That's how you become a wolf rather than a sheep. You know what else is extremely important? It's leadership. A real man knows how to make the right decisions, and he knows when it's time to be the man of the family. Look, someday you might want to have a kid. Most of us want to start a family. Maybe you already have a kid. Well, if you have a kid, you are the person who knows what decisions are best, and you should be able to take those decisions. Moving on to something more fun, mixology. Look, along your life you are going to have guests over, and when you do have guests over, or maybe a special someone over, it's extremely attractive to know how to mix a drink. And another very important part of this is having your own preferred cocktail. For me, it's the old-fashioned.
Yeah, do this again. Old-fashioned, please.
Is it a bit derivative of Mad Men? Sure, but it's the one I prefer. Go to multiple bars and try out different drinks. Pick one that you like the most, pick a few more, such as the Negroni, the gin and tonic, easy ones. Know how to make the basics. But this is all useless if you do not have any social skills. Imagine you're going out with a girl on a date and she's meeting your friends, and she is the social butterfly in that relationship. She's the one who's talking to everyone, meanwhile you're sitting on your phone pretending like you're busy when you're just swiping from one side to the other of the screen. I'm not saying that you should be an extrovert. I'm an introvert myself. But you should try your best to improve your social skills so that you can be a better member, a more attractive member of society. Number 9 is knowing how to tie your own tie. And this is truly how you become a man. Before you know how to tie your own tie, and I'm not saying bow tie, that's a lot more difficult, but still probably something you should know how to do. But I'm talking about normal neckties. Before you learn how to tie a necktie, you're a kid, a boy. After you know the skill, you are truly a man.
I don't know how to tie a tie.
Exactly.
There's literally only 2 tie knots that you should know. It's the Windsor and the 4-in-hand. Those are the only ones I use, and those are the only ones 99.9% of people who wear ties use. And this is an incredible skill to have. I was once in a grocery store and the security guard came up to me and said, "Please follow me." I went with him to the entrance of the store where he had his locker. He opened it up and took out his tie and said, "Can you please help me with this one?" Because I was a man, I was wearing a tie, and I did not go grocery shopping in a suit, by the way. I was coming home from work. But because I was wearing a tie, other people were asking me for advice. It was photo day at this grocery shop, and all the employees needed to look their best. So he came up to me and asked me for advice. Know how to tie a tie, it's so important. And number 10 is knowing how to build an outfit. And this basically consists of 3 different things. 1, you need to find your style. It's not enough to just wear the same style all the time, because maybe another one would suit you better. There's so many styles you can choose from. I even have a list right here of the best ones, and some very awful ones that you should never try. But some of the best ones are smart casual, business formal, preppy, dark academia, old money. Some of those are aesthetics, not style, it doesn't matter. Next up, build your wardrobe. Go out and buy the pieces you need for that style. For example, for smart casual, you could buy jeans, solid colored t-shirts. For business formal, you could buy ties, suits, you get what I mean. And lastly, it's to build your outfit. Those are 3 sub-skills in this one skill.